Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the GM. It is your guy, Boulanger. Up next, Lamar Jackson getting new money. Let's talk. Well, the most recent news about Lamar Jackson and his contract extension is that they are in the beginning stages of talks, and that has been confirmed by EDC. This is a rumor that we have been hearing about since the offseason. It has popped up in different articles and conversations and podcasts over the course of the last 5 months. And so now it's kind of being confirmed that an extension is on the way. I think at this point, it's no question that Lamar Jackson has earned his money. One reason is his first contract extension was past due. You guys remember the narrative. Is Lamar Jackson worth it? Especially coming off an injury season? Is he able to get over the hump? Can he be trusted in the playoffs? Can he win the big game? And so when he finally got his contract extension, after privately asking EDC for a trade if they were not going to sign him, that deal got done on draft night. And that started the next level of ascension for Lamar Jackson. From that point, he went on to win the MVP in the 2023-24 season. He went on to get to the AFC Championship after getting that new deal. And then in the 2024-25 season, he also led the Baltimore Ravens to an AFC North crown, then into the playoffs where he earned victories over the Pittsburgh Steelers and fought a competitive game where he had put the Baltimore Ravens in position to tie the game, potentially take the win. We understand how that turned out. So it's no question that Lamar Jackson has ascended since his last contract, right? No question. And I think that there is a small segment of Ravens Nation who is going to be questioning, is he worth it? Is he going to be worth the extension and the impact it's going to have on the salary cap? Well, I think at this point you have to ask yourself, not is he worth it, but why isn't he worth it, if that's your contemplation? I think that when you look at his 2024-25 season, where he broke all of his own personal best in touchdowns, personal best in completion percentage, personal best in passing yards, personal best in passing touchdowns, over 900 yards rushing, the first quarterback to have over 4,000 yards passing and over 900 yards rushing, first to ever do it. During that same ascension that we talked about, he has also put himself at the top of the rushing category for quarterbacks. So he's done nothing more than validate his old extension back in 2023. He's done nothing more than confirm that a new extension is due, with guys like Dak Prescott making around the $60 million mark, Josh Allen, who continues to get extended long before Lamar Jackson gets extensions. He just got a new deal. I can't remember the context of it, but I know he has the most guaranteed money in league history. And so I think you have to put Lamar Jackson above Josh Allen when you look at the continual climb that Lamar Jackson has made. There is no reason for us to think that in the 25-26 season and beyond that he cannot either continue to climb or at least maintain the high level of play. Both will be appropriate for a contract extension. If he maintains the level of play, he still plays at an MVP level. If he exceeds that and elevates more, then I don't know what's beyond an MVP level other than a Super Bowl championship level. I guess that's the next step. And so that's what we are expecting. I think that the Baltimore Ravens have some time. They really don't have to do a new deal with urgency necessarily as it pertains to Lamar Jackson. Why, Boulanger? Why does the Baltimore Ravens not have to exceed with urgency? Well, he is under contract for the next 3 seasons, but his cap number goes up to over $70 million the final 2 seasons. So that's part of the reason why a extension is appropriate for sure. But urgency means that it has to be done right now. And I don't think a deal has to be done right now. Although, in contrast, I do think a deal gets done between now, the recording of this video, June 17th, and the beginning of the season, I do think a deal gets done. The reason why I think a deal gets done, because a new deal will knock down that $70+ million cap number over the next 2 seasons significantly and make room for guys who also need extensions, like an Isaiah Likely, like a Kyle Hamilton, potentially a Tyler Linderbaum, so on and so forth. And so I think that it's not urgent that Lamar Jackson signs an extension, but it does create a level of urgency for those other guys because money has to be made available. I think that the rock bottom of a new deal is going to start at the guaranteed money that the Bills gave Josh Allen. And I think they gave him like $255 million guaranteed. So I think that's the bottom price. And I think that's where Lamar Jackson is going to be looking. I think he's going to be looking at, okay, Dak has this, Josh Allen has this. I need to be at minimum where Josh Allen is in guaranteed money. I don't know what the overall contract will look like. We will speculate here in about a second. But I think that when Lamar Jackson got his first new deal, right, that made him the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. But soon after that, many other guys got contract extensions, which I think knocked him down to number 8. And I know ranking doesn't really matter when you're getting paid $50+ million. I mean, that's kind of irrelevant. But I think that a new deal should sound something like, here's my speculation, it should sound something like 5 years, let's say $300 million with 275 of it guaranteed. I know that's an astronomical number. It's a number we've never heard of before. A quarterback getting $275 million guaranteed, but I think that is the number. If we want to play with the larger amount, I think we can look at something like 5 years, 350, which makes his number even more. That makes him $70 million a year as an APY, and still give him that 275 guaranteed. A lot of upfront money and sign-on bonus will have to be paid. That's fine. Would the Baltimore Ravens be able to endure that? Yes and no. They could handle that contract, but at the same time, it's going to cost them somebody else. Here's the truth. It's going to cost them somebody else anyway, right? Everybody who is due a contract extension won't be signed. And we'll get into that in our conversation on Saturday morning. Everybody cannot get paid who is a free agent and or eligible for an extension. They just can't. It's too many high-end players, too many high-end talents who are in pursuit of and eligible for extensions who just won't be able to get that kind of money. And so I don't think waiting on a Lamar Jackson extension is going to be that big of a deal. I don't see any other quarterbacks getting signed between now and the regular season. All of the top end guys have already got their money. Guys like Allen, of course, Burrow, Herbert, Lawrence, all those guys have already gotten their money. Now, when I say high-end guys, I'm talking about how they got paid, not because of how they play necessarily. I think the only guy who could get paid potentially prior to Lamar Jackson getting paid is Jalen Hurts, who got a new deal before Lamar Jackson got his first extension, which kind of reestablished Lamar Jackson's market. Now, here's the thing. If the Baltimore Ravens wait and Jalen Hurts gets an extension in order to create cap space for his team also, that is going to create a bigger controversy and a bigger conversation. Why? Because Jalen Hurts, who reestablished the market for Lamar Jackson, if you guys remember, Jalen Hurts just won the Super Bowl and he was the Super Bowl MVP. So if Philadelphia is smart, they're trying to get an extension done before Lamar Jackson gets his. Because here's the thing. Let's say Lamar Jackson does get that deal that pays him $60 million a year. Then what is Jalen Hurts worth? Think about it. So Philadelphia may have a level of urgency to get a deal done prior to Lamar Jackson, therefore putting the heat on the Ravens versus themselves. Because if Lamar Jackson gets his extension before Jalen Hurts, it resets Jalen Hurts' market, who currently stands as the MVP of the Super Bowl. So listen, man, that's what I got for you guys, man. Let me know what you guys think about a contract extension. What's the terms? What's the length, the amount, and the guarantees, man? Drop that into the comment section. I appreciate you guys. And until tomorrow, I'm out.